You know, you never wavered. You always were going strong. You were always doubling down. Feels like you're always looking towards the end game. How was that like emotionally during that time? Are you a guy that's just always able to deal with it? Or were there ups and downs in 20 and 21 and even in 22?
You know, to be totally and completely transparent and honest, I had a very strong feeling when I got involved with the film Vaxxed. I feel like there were several miracles that made that happen. I've told the story many times, and it's probably too long to talk about here. But I had my whole life believed that I had a sense that there was something that was going to be very important that I was going to be involved in on this earth. And by 40 years old, I was wondering, am I just crazy? And, you know, I'd say to my friends, I'm just not doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And they would say, Del, you won an Emmy Award on television. What does your life have to provide for you? I say, it's not that I'm not grateful, but there's this feeling I've always had that there's something very important I'm here to do. And the moment I came in contact with Andy Wakefield and he sat me down, he'd already been working on that documentary for, you know, over a year. He had a whistleblower, which I knew about the story, didn't know who was telling it. I was saying prayers like, I want to be involved in this story. This is really important to me. It's something I care about. And just through an incredible set of, if people want to call them coincidences, fine. Within days of really focusing on it, found myself with Andy, and I watched that documentary. And the realization in that moment was, oh my God, this film needs everything that I've been learning how to do through my whole life. In fact, all of my failures, all of my successes, suddenly, like my life passed before my eyes, made perfect sense. And I had this incredible feeling and thought that not only am I qualified right now to do what this film needs to do to change this conversation in the world, I think I am the most qualified person for this very unique and specific moment. And in that moment, that hole disappeared. And I felt like I was aligned with my destiny. I know people will make that what they want. But once you connect on that level, you're fearless. I believe that we are all being guided by a greater intelligence. And I have to believe if the universe is honorable, that all of us have a destiny. And I pray that everyone gets to experience the life as I now experience it, which is fully connected into source and working from that. I don't feel like I'm as cerebral now as I used to be about the future. When you say, where are you going? And you're really ahead of the game. The truth is I live more in the moment now than I ever have, because I realize that if I'm going to win, if I'm going to be right, if I'm going to be correct all the time, then I need greater than my own intelligence. And so I'm lucky my parents taught me to meditate at a very young age. I think it's important for everybody to be able to slow down their mind, get the chatter out, and really let, divine intuition and thought guide them. That's what I've done. That's what makes me fearless. I don't know how anyone can have courage if they think they're all alone on this earth and there's nothing watching out for them. I feel protected. I feel guided. And that's where where my ideas come from. It's where my courage comes from. I think we're all blessed by God, and that may be hard for some people in your audience to hear. And I don't mean to be religious in any way, but to answer your question fully, that is how I do what I do. It's how I carry myself. And no, I don't really have moments where I'm down. And it doesn't mean that I have some belief that this is all going to work out. I believe, I carry myself with the hope that in the end, everyone wakes up and we stop this incredible attempted takeover by globalists and imprisonment of humanity as we know it. And I think a crushing destruction of people's faith in a higher power. I think this is all in many ways a good versus evil moment. But how this ends up is not for me to decide. What I can decide is how I'm going to live this moment, live this day. My last name, Bigtree, has a Native American background. My mother is Mohawk from upstate New York. My grandfather left the reservation up there. And I always hold to that Native American proverb, it's a good day to die. My message to people that ask me is I live my life every day so that when I go to bed, if I never wake up again, I want to know that I lived that life to the fullest. that I spoke my truth. I don't have any guilt or think, wow, I really hid something from somebody. I'm totally transparent because it's what works for me. And I'm living every day as though it's my last, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
Well, it really shows, it really shows. And it comes out in what you produce. And so that makes a lot of sense, if I'll be honest with you, Del. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple-digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?